So I have a one-of-one bespoke handmade knife here, and the customer said that they don't really care for it. I think it's really cool, and it seems like really sharp. Like I wonder if they don't care for it to the point where they just never use it. So we're gonna just run a quick test here on the Sharp Check electronic best standard tester here. So we're gonna test it out. $246. So it's pretty sharp. I think what it is though, don't know how I can demonstrate this to everybody. Don't know if you guys can hear that. Let's see, we'll come across on a sheet of paper. And look, it just, there is, hear how loud that is? I think what the customer is attempting to explain to me is that maybe they just don't care for the appearance of the knife. I think it's cool. You know, they made it themselves. So, you know, whatever. I think that's cool. It's sharp, but it is also toothy. And I am not certain. I think that might be, if you can just hear, I mean, it cuts. It is sharp. But you hear that sound that it makes? How loud it is? Lets you know that there's some teeth on the edge and it's grabbing and, you know, slightly ripping the paper as it cuts through it. And so I think that might be what it is. And if that's the case, here's my detective work, right? Customer says, yeah, I don't really care for that knife. It doesn't look like it's really been used all too much. It's very sharp. It's sharper than its standard production knife. But the other knives are capable of getting insanely sharp. Like a shun, so a Japanese style knife with a 16-degree double bevel. Like, yeah, that thing is going to get really sharp. And also it can be polished quite highly. So I think that might be what they are talking about there. Let's just do 10 more. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just realized I didn't really get the tip very well in those first couple. All right. Let's see now if it, okay, noticeably quieter. So it's more of a polished edge. It is consistent. the very, very back of this edge has the slightest amount of grittiness to it. So we're just going to see if we can strop that away. I really would prefer, even if it takes more of my time, if I can get the desired results and keep a knife off of a stone, whether that's a wicked edge, a whetstone, a Tormek, whatever that is, I would just prefer to strop it whenever possible. And if it's not, okay, so took a little bit of time, but if it is successful, then I've just saved that knife from sharpening, and sharpenings are always going to shorten the life of a knife. I think that might have been all that they were talking about. So I'm going to give it 5 more. 3 and 4 and 5. Let's just test it again. What were we at? 240 something? 243 before? Ooh, we used way too much of that filament. $123. Let's make sure everybody sees that there. 123. Testing the exact same spot. All I did was strop it. Every part of this, yeah, this is really good. So maybe they just meant they don't like the appearance of it. Like I said, it was as sharp as most people's knives. It wasn't capable of being as sharp as some of their other ones, but I think this thing is cool. Real cool.